A thread by Soul War at social.quodverum.com. President Trump has shown America our future under the Democrats. How do you like it? Remember when the U.S. government shut down a few years back and park rangers were trying to stop tourists from photographing Mount Rushmore? They padlocked bathrooms and refused to let people off of buses to, as the Democrats demanded, maximize the pain. That was a harbinger for smart Americans to realize it can happen here in America. Well, the accumulating pogrom against Trump voters and supporters since January 6th storming of the Capitol, where Capitol Police opened the doors for the rioters, is for the rest of America not yet awakened to the danger or trapped in thrall to the media's siren song of faux outrage. Regarding that event, I'm going to pound this home until it takes. VP Pence was doing his job on the 6th until that mob sabotaged our constitutional process. On one extreme, you had President Trump loudly calling for Pence to toss the contested electoral college points and accepting the alternate points instead. That highly controversial and debatably unconstitutional move was rejected by Pence, and rightly so. On the other extreme, you had Democrats demanding Pence rubber stamp the Biden presidency. Pence followed the process. When he allowed Arizona's objection, the Democrats lost their shit, and that is when the doors were opened to the mob. By what I am sure is just a wild coincidence, a fair number of the mob appear to be Antifa BLM activists. Will wonders never cease? The day after the debacle, I raged on Twitter about the abject stupidity of Trump calling a massive crowd to D.C. without the proper amount of security to contain them. Then it hit me. We didn't do this. The Democrats did this to sabotage Pence once they realized they were in danger of seeing 3+ states recertify and giving Trump his second administration. So they cheated again. Just to let you know. Now, on the strength of that utter shit show that got one person shot dead, and as far as I'm concerned, the other 4 now being claimed dead as a result of the protest, are being padded to stoke more faux outrage by Trump's enemies. Think COVID deaths. The same people who demand you believe they can flip genders on a whim and cheered when Dominion flipped votes from Trump to Biden in our faces think they're going to be handed federal authority in 9 days. So, right now, like little devils on dark Christmas morning, they are chortling with glee as they regale us with tales of what's in store for everyone who supported Donald Trump. Think Roseanne Barr. Remind me why ABC and cancel culture flexed so hard on her? Another harbinger of what was to come once the bureaucracy we call the Uniparty or the swamp reasserted itself in D.C. Well, I've got some bad news for these jackals. President Trump has trapped you all. By returning after the tumult they arranged and then sweeping aside all legitimate state objections, they just stuck their pointy little heads into the MAGA lion's jaws. And this patient lion has worked up one hell of an appetite the last 4 years. That joint session certifying a stolen election will doom many of them, a political doom for sure, and for some, when it can be proven, having done it knowingly, prison. Cautionary tales galore. Right now, as D.C. is being locked down and the Democrats are scrambling to object as they claim they are responsible for National Guard deployments. More charade than ever before. Trump wanted Americans to see the face and hear the voice of our enemy clearly. Zero ambiguity. Who's left to convince? 9 days to glory. President Trump has 9 days to convince America, Congress, and the Senate to give him back his rightly won presidency. Let's see how he does, shall we? To support the works of Dwayne Cates, go to paypal.me/Brent Cates. To support Quodverum, go to quodverum.com/support us. To support this channel, links in the description, PayPal, Subscribestar, Venmo, Cashapp, whatever else. I'll be doing a live stream tonight at 8 p.m. It's going to be a blast.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.